Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS with ServiceNow. This is part of training for learning JavaScript with ServiceNow. And the next topic is variables in JavaScript. In this section, we will learn what are JavaScript variables, what are different types of variables in JavaScript. JavaScript variables are containers which stores values. Variables are declared with var keyword. If I write var a equal to 100 semicolon, var b equal to 200 semicolon, var c equal to 300 semicolon. So in this case, a, b, c are variables, and they also store some values. So overall, when you put var in lowercase and then you provide any name, that means you have declared that variable with the help of this var keyword. Now you have to provide a value. That means you are defining a value for that variable, and you do it with the help of equal. That means the assignment. You are assigning a value to this variable. So this a variable will store 100 value. This b variable will store 200 value. The c variable will store 300 value. Now you can also declare a variable with some other keywords like const. So I can do like const d equal to 100 semicolon. And there is another keyword as well, let keyword. However, const and let keyword, they are not supported in old browsers. Even let keyword will not be supported by ServiceNow. But if I talk about ServiceNow development point of view, then you will mostly use var keyword in order to perform scripting and development in ServiceNow. But let me still show you some difference, that when exactly you can use const keyword and when exactly you can use var keyword, what exactly difference we have. So let's remove this and let's start with the new line of code. So here I'm putting var a equal to 100. Semicolon, and I put, let's say, a equal to 200. Now a is a variable which I have declared with var keyword. Now in the next line of code, I am changing its value. I'm making it 200. So let me print it first. So I will do gs.print and I will put a and I will put semicolon. If I print this, that means if I run the code, it will definitely print the latest value of that variable, and that is 200. But let's go back. Now, rather than var, let's utilize const. If I will use const keyword for declaration of a variable, then in this case, this will print 100, this value, not this value. Basically, const is used to make this variable constant. The value we have in this variable, if you want to make that constant in the whole programming, then you can use this const keyword. And if I will print this, you will see that I click on run, you will see that it is printing 100. But when we used var keyword, it was printing 200, the latest value which we have assigned to that variable. And I'm repeating that point again, that const and let keywords, they're not supported in old browsers. So if you have old browsers, then your script might not run. JavaScript variables naming convention. It is very important for a developer to know what should be the naming convention while creating variables in JavaScript programming. And one of the important rule is variables should not start with numbers. Variables should begin with letter or underscore. And if you write a program, then you need to use unique names for variables. Variables are also case sensitive. Now in JavaScript, variables are of different types. So we will learn about different types of variables. However, we will also learn about JavaScript data types for variables in later sections. So starting with integer variables. Now in this example, a is a variable and 30 is a value, which is an integer value. So overall, a will become an integer variable. You also have a string variable in JavaScript. So in this example, a is a variable and then you have this value which is a string. So then a becomes a string variable. In JavaScript, you also have Boolean variables, which stores the value as true or false. Now in this example, x is a variable and the value it can store that can be true or false. And then it will be called as Boolean variable. One of the important points to remember while creating names of variables that JavaScript keywords should not be used as name of the variables. So we do have some keywords in JavaScript which you should not use as name of the variable. And we will talk about those keywords as well. Overall, those are reserved words which you cannot use as a name of the variables. The first and main example is var keyword. So var is a keyword which is used to declare a variable in JavaScript. Now let's say if I write var and I provide a value var equal to 100. And if I try to print this, so if I type gs.print and I do var and I do semicolon, and if I execute this code, this will give me a syntax error. So if I run this, you will see it is giving JavaScript compiler exception. It is missing the variable name. That means system is ignoring this keyword, this word over here. So even it can print it if it was a variable, but this is not a variable. So in that case, it is treating that, hey, this is a keyword which I cannot print. And that's the reason you cannot use var keyword or any reserved word or keyword as a name of the variable. System will always return error. It will never execute that code. So if I go back to our editor, now here, let me write var a equal to 100. Now in this case, a is a variable. And if I type, let's say I put var test equal to 400. And I put any other variable as well, maybe var abc equal to, and this time I will provide string variable. So I do sass now and I do semicolon. Now these all are different variables, and you can also see we have unique names for all these variables. So these variables who have unique names, they are called as identifiers in JavaScript. So you can also call them, so these are variables for sure, but you can also call them identifiers in JavaScript. You can also declare multiple variables in a statement. So if I write, let's say I do var a equal to 100 and I do comma, and I can write, let's say b equal to 200 semicolon. Now this is one line of code. This is one statement which is ending with semicolon. However, the declaration I have done for two different variables, and that is what you can do in JavaScript. And I can print it as well. So let's say I print gs.print, I print a, and I do gs.print, I do b and I run the code. If I run the code, I will get two different values for A and B. So I have 100, I have 200. Let's go back. As I was talking about naming convention. So for providing a name to a variable, so let's say if I do with a number, so I put var and I put 3, maybe A, B, C, and I do semicolon, and maybe I put like this, equal to 100, and I do gs.print, and I just put the same variable over here, and I run the script. It will definitely give me the error. It says missing variable name. That means system is not aware. Hey, I don't know what exactly this is. So system is not able to find where we have the variable declaration. So I don't have that variable over here. This variable is not present because system is not able to recognize this value, because you cannot use a name of a variable starting with number. That's I would say thumb rule while creating a variable. So if I go back, now here, let's say I start with ABC and I remove this, and this time if I will run this, this will definitely run my code. Let's go back again and start with underscore, and that's what we learned about the rules while creating the naming convention, while creating the variables in JavaScript. So I'm starting with underscore. I can also make it underscore, and you can absolutely do that. So if I run this, it will again print the value without any error, because underscore is also allowed. So even you can use letter, or you can use underscore, this letter I'm talking about. So alphabetical letter you can use, or you can use underscore to start a name of a variable. But for example, if I write here ABC2 and I write ABC2 and I will just add the C over here, and then I will run this. If I run this, you can see it is printing the value. So overall, that means I can use the names like this. So even 2 is in the end, that will not cause any issue, but this 2 should not be basically in the beginning. That means a variable name should not start with a numerical digit. If I quickly talk about the type of variables which we were talking about, so starting with var a equal to 100. Now this will become an integer variable. So a is an integer variable. So this is integer variable. And then if I type, let's say var a b c equal to, and I put ServiceNow. So this is, and I will also put semicolon over here. Now this is a string variable. This is a string variable. And if I put CDBA equal to, and I just put true, and maybe I put var e equal to, I put false. So these two are Boolean variables. I'm just putting the comment over here just to show you. So these are Boolean variables. The reason behind it, because we have true and false. So even this one is Boolean variable, this E. So E is a Boolean variable, CDBA is a Boolean variable, ABC is a string variable, and A is an integer variable. I can also make it float, even for, I would say, because this is a number variable, overall it can have integer. It can also have float. When I talk about float variable, that means it is like, let me show you, it says like B, and I can do maybe 10.2. Now this is definitely a numeric variable. However, it is also a float type of variable. Another type of variable we have in JavaScript is undefined. So if I remove all of these and I just mention var a semicolon. Now, if I print this, and I run the code, so you can see the output as undefined. That means the reason behind it, because A is an undefined variable. You have not defined any value for that variable, and that's the reason I'm getting undefined. How can I define it? I just need to provide an assignment. That means I have to assign a value to this variable. Maybe I will do test. And if I run this, it will print test. It will not print undefined this time because I have already provided a value. But if you will not provide a value, then it will become undefined. And that variable will be called as undefined variable.